All right, hello everyone. So this reading, I'm told, is the following message. So this is following your message from yesterday. So if you didn't watch yesterday's reading, you might want to. It's not necessary, but this message is following the message from yesterday. So this is the following message, okay? You can pick from the sun deck, the star deck, or the moon deck. I'm going to open the energy and get started. Here we go. All right, if you haven't picked your deck, you can pause the video and do so, but I'm going to get started with group number one. All right, group number one. What is the following message for you? Let's find out. The following message for group number one. Okay, the Emperor. You've moved into the Emperor energy, is what I'm hearing. Very cool. So the Emperor writes his own story. The Emperor is the author of his life. He gives himself the authority, he, she, gives himself the authority, he, she, they, whatever you want, gives themselves, so they, let's use they give themselves the authority to write their own story, to be they hold dominion over themselves. They know they are the creator of their life, of their experiences. This is also the King of Swords. So they've learned a lot. They've learned a lot. So they have both knowledge and wisdom and confidence in themselves from everything that they've learned, the lifetimes that they've experienced, everything they've experienced in this lifetime, to understand that they are their own authority, right? 212. So I got to look that up for you. 212. See what that says. 212. This is an important time for you to reflect on who you are and who you want to bring to your relationships and ultimately the world. Okay, interesting. So, yeah. So this is saying you now know who you are and that you are the person in charge of everything you do. So now it's time to decide who you want to show up as in the world and in your relationships, okay? So no one can make you be anything you're not. No one can make you do anything you don't want to do. I mean, clearly there are situations where that might occur. But I'm talking about, I'm talking... I don't want to upset anyone who's ever been forced to do something or, been in a terrible situation. So, but what I'm saying is you've learned from all of that. And ultimately, no matter what you've been through, you get to decide who you're going to be, how you're going to react, how you're going to respond, how you're going to move forward, who you're going to show up as, today and every other day, in the future, in your relationships and in this world, okay? That's what I'm saying. I hope that is clear. I'm not sure if it is, but I'm to keep going. All right, so you are now the Emperor. Okay. Interesting. The Two of Wands. This can talk about a choice, needing to make a choice. Twos are often that. But it can also talk about, the way I interpret this card in this deck in particular is a passion is reignited. And this is like creative tension, right? So it can be passionate conversations that you're having. So you may be having a passionate conversation with someone, or a passion may be reignited between you and someone, or a creative passion may be reignited for you, okay? Because you're, well, no matter what situation, it could be any of those things. Okay, you have gone deep. Okay, you have gone deep. You have gone into the deep into your subconscious, and you've pulled everything out, your thoughts, your fears, your subconscious thoughts, fears, all that kind of stuff. You've brought it all to the surface, is what this is saying. Okay, maybe these conversations brought this to the surface as well, okay? And this, you're to see this. Maybe you didn't see these conversations, especially if they were fiery and passionate and tension, full of tension. You might not have seen them as the gift that they are. This is an offer of love. This is a gift. The Knight of Cups offers a gift. So bringing everything to the surface was a gift that you gave yourself, okay? And that the universe gave you. So that's how they want you to see if that was, some fiery stuff going on, particularly in any relationships that you have, because the relationships, because we had the 212 that said, it's time to decide how you're going to show up in your relationship and in the world, right? And so I'm thinking this is related to that, okay? So this has unburdened you. These fiery conversations and bringing everything to the surface has unburdened you, okay, is what this is saying. It actually unburdened you. So it might not have been pleasant while you were going through it, but remember, it was a gift of love. It was an offer of love, and it's unburdened you in some way, okay? This one. Oh my gosh, yeah. And it set the wheel of fortune in motion. It set your destined plan in motion. Okay, so it sets something in motion that is your destiny. And it's leading you to 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment in fulfillment in the emotional world. But not just self-fulfillment, not just because the 9 of Cups would be your fulfillment. It's fulfillment with another or in collaboration with others. Okay, so this is like an ultimate, 10 of Cups is like, being joyful and emotionally fulfilled, not just by yourself, but with others. I remember I was in a workshop once and this woman said, it's easy to love myself and be happy and all those things when I'm by myself. But, enter another person and everything gets crazy and chaotic. So that's what this is showing us, Sometimes enter another person, you have some fiery, passionate discussions, things get brought to the surface that maybe you didn't know were there. You get triggered by things, etc., etc. But this is an offer of love. It's unburdened you and it sets something in motion that is destined, and it's a fulfillment. It's the 10 of Cups. It's a fulfillment, an emotional fulfillment, not just for you, but within the context of working with others as well. So how you're showing up in your relationships in the world, right? So, okay. Oh, look at that. Is this in reverse or upright? They want everything upright. I had to ask about that one too. So this, okay, put them here. Okay, put that one in the middle. This is the 10 of Swords. So this says, something has ended so that something new can begin, which is beautiful. All of the 10s have that kind of ending and beginning, energy. And this is the Judgment card, which is being called to action, being awakened, called, just answering the call. So that's your destiny, is to answer this call, right? To let this old whatever you brought to the surface go and start living your awakened life, okay? So we have 10, 10, 10. That's pretty amazing right there, right? That's, yeah, pretty amazing. Okay, what else? There we go. Okay, so this card wanted to come out earlier, I think I tried to see, anyways. So this card is the Knight of Pentacles. So he is the slowest moving card knight in the deck, but he always makes it to his destination. So he might move slowly. So you might think this was a long time coming. I want to put it right under that other knight. You might think this is a long time coming. This has been a long time coming, and it took a lot of self-reflection and a lot of learning, right? That's why you get to be here eventually. And, you had to bring all this up to the surface. So it took a lot of self-reflection, maybe some journaling, formal learning, whatever. But you are reaching that destination that you're wanting to reach. Okay, that one wanted to show itself earlier. So this goes here with this card. And that's the unburdening card. And this says your challenges, you've overcome your challenges. So that's amazing. You've overcome your challenges. Okay. It took a long time. It took a lot of work. It took all this, but you've overcome your challenges, right? And then here we have the Four of Wands, which is the unity consciousness. Okay, they want me to put these like this. The unity consciousness card, the coming home card, the marriage card, the celebration card. Like, it's so many things, right? And it's all good. So look at that. You know, you've been in this. It was a little fiery. It was, you know, you had to bring a lot of things up, and you had to learn a lot, and you had to reflect a lot, self-reflect a lot. But this unburdened you and helped you overcome your challenges and has led you to this destiny, okay? And it's interesting because we're talking about the king of, the emperor, who is, you know, in charge of himself and has dominion over himself. So then you might say, well, what about this destiny thing? Like, how can you believe in both? Well, you can. So, you know, but you choose, right? You may have a plan that you came in with, but you get to choose to enact that plan, to set it in motion as you have, and to enact it, right? It's all of your own free will, right? And that's why sometimes it takes a while, right? Even though you have this, you know, destiny, it might take you a while. It could take you lifetimes, you know, whatever. That's just how it goes, I hear. Okay. So we have the 105, 105, 105, 104, 104. They want me to look at those. Okay. And 104. So we have some triple numbers there. The 104 and the 105. But the 105 first, then the 104. Okay. So 105. God and angels are with you now to help you with your situation regarding finances and security. Make way for miracles. And then 104, God and angels are with you every step of the way. Call on them for help when you need it. Never feel alone. Okay, so if one of your challenges is financial, remember this guy, he is the Knight of Pentacles. He gets to his destination, which is, you know, he gets to the castle. It may take some time, and there may be challenges along the way, but he gets there. But you're never alone. Ask God and the angels for help. Ask the universe, ask whatever source, whatever you want to call it. Ask them for help. They are with you, and they are willing to help you. Okay, make way for miracles. Okay, all right. Any other numbers you want to point out to me? Well, we have the 1111 and we have the 1010 all over the place. So let's look at that. 1111 first. You are one with God, angels, and ascended masters. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love into the world. 1010, you are on the cusp of something miraculous. Trust that God and the angels are one with you now. Okay, so that's a recurring message. You know, you're not alone. God and the angels, source, universe, whatever you want to call it, are with you and are one with you now and can help you. And something miraculous wants to happen. Okay? All right, now we're going to use these cards again to get the following message, okay? So this is the message that follows. So this is telling me where you're at now, okay? And this is the message that they want to give you today. Okay, we have a couple of cards, 3 cards. Is it all 3 cards? You are magic, and with love. They want me to keep the you are magic cards. Okay. There's something miraculous going to happen for you, remember. So first one, we know everything in the universe is perfect even in its flaws, and we view the creation of spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence. But then the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have specific standards for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are without judgment. Don't wait until the perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flawsomeness. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too, imperfect and human, complex or simple. It doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable. Okay, I'm going to put that over here because I feel like that's what you were working on and achieving is dropping that need for perfectionism over here. And then it says, there are times when loss is part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break open wide. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. Okay, I'm going to put that right here because this is the unburdening. So this was like facing that imperfection and embracing it. This is, letting go of whatever you feel you lost here and unburdening. And then they want me to get that last third card that was there. So it says with love. Check in occasionally with yourself about your motives behind actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desire or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to the outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you toward? Joy, discovery, growth, or adventure? Participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it. If you can step forward, surrendered to whatever spirit has in store for you, that's that destiny here, you will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Life loves you more than you know. Okay. So this was about releasing these ideals and these limiting beliefs, right? That held you in a place of feeling imperfect, was something wrong, was something wrong, okay? So this is about unburdening yourself and letting go and accepting whatever you've left behind, okay? Accepting this shift. And this is about checking, what are your motivations? Is it a desire or do you feel entitled to something? Okay. And do you need motivation? Do you need a motive, or can you just follow your joy? Okay. And let the universe provide for you to follow your joy instead of being motivated by money or being motivated by someone's love or being motivated by fame or whatever it is. Can you just follow your joy is what they're asking, okay? Because that's what you're being called to do. All right, I'm to leave that one there. I will, I'm actually being told to take a break before I do the other two again today. So I'm going to leave this one here for now and come back later to do the other two. Bye-bye for now. All right, group number 2. If you didn't watch group number 1, you won't know that I had to take a break between number 1 and number 2 again, just like last reading. This break actually ended up being more than a day. The last reading was just, I did 1 in the morning and then had to do 2 and 3 in the afternoon. This one took a day in between, or a little bit more than a day. I'm not even sure. I can't keep track of time anymore, it seems. But anyways, so this is group number 2. This is the following message. Okay. And this is following the last reading I did. So it's the message that follows the last reading I did for you. So if you didn't watch the last reading, it's not required. But if you feel called to watch that one first and this one after, go ahead. Okay. It's all up to you. All right, so this is the following message for group number 2. Let's see. We have some cards that turn themselves sideways, and I'm drawn to them, so we're taking those. Okay. All right, so this is, like the last reading, this is kind of, we're going to get where you're at, and then we're going to get the message for you. So, oh, wow. Okay. So this is interesting. You're feeling like your hard work is not paying off, like nothing you are trying to manifest, create is happening. You're feeling very frustrated and very tired and very, like you just can't make it happen for some reason. And that is definitely a tough place to be in. Trust me, I know. So they want to address that. They want to bring you some clarity, okay, to it. They want you to know that there is a divine plan for you, okay? with this Wheel of Fortune card, and you will have your 10 of Cups. They do want you to know this, okay? For this group, it's interesting because we have the Five of Pentacles and the Hierophant card. So first of all, the Five of Pentacles is about resilience in the material world. So if you're frustrated in the material world, especially, not, feeling like your efforts at creating and manifesting something in the material world, this is, 5 is a turning point, okay? So you're at a turning point. And this is the Hierophant card, which represents, it's the High Priest. It represents that traditional religion, spirituality. But for me, in this deck especially, it talks about the keys. You're given the keys to the universe. The third eye is here. The keys to the universe are there. So I think the key is in some sort of traditional spirituality for you. So maybe you've been moving away from traditional spiritual teachings for some reason. There's a lot of reasons to do that. But there is something, and I don't mean it has to be like the patriarchal traditional. It doesn't have to be, the Christianity, but there is a traditional spiritual practice that is the key for you, okay? That's what I'm getting here. All right, and that'll help set this divine plan in motion if you learn something here, because the Hierophant is the teacher, so there's something to be learned around that. That's what I'm getting. All right, I feel like I'm resisting. 333, that's the Ascended Masters. Means the Ascended Masters are around you. So there's something to learn regarding the Ascended Masters. So, it could be any of them. There's Kuan Yin, there's, Christ himself, Jesus Christ, there's the Buddha, there's, I think the Buddha is one of them. Anyways, there's a lot of them. Look them up, find which one you want to learn more about, whichever one you're drawn to. That's what I'm getting, okay? So I did feel I was resisting that message a bit, so you might be feeling a bit of resistance to this message. That's okay, all right? So this is where you're at. This is very clear. It's very straightforward and clear. You're frustrated. They want to bring you clarity. They want to help you get to this place, and this is the keys to it, okay? And now they want me to use this, these cards to get your following message, the following message, okay? From the last message you received. All right, there it is, the following message. You are love. Dear, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and inspiration might be coming through your soul rather than generated from your mind alone? We are here to tell you we are always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for spirit, letting you know you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you're feeling inspired, it means you have heard us. Inspiration means spirit is breathing through you. Inspiration needs your human passion to keep it going, so you can make a difference in the world. So keep moving on what inspires you. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you are on earth. Your purpose is to discover your spirited nature and to bring forth through your efforts whatever is meant to be. Wondrous miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspiration propel you forward. You are so loved. Okay, so this tells me, this whole thing tells me there's an Ascended Master that wants to connect with you and teach you something, show you something, help you in some way. And that is your message. And it's very, I saw 545. So we're going to end with that. It's very short and sweet, but very clear. 545, archangels, including Archangel Michael, are encouraging you to cut the cords to your current situation so that you can move back toward growth, expansion, and joy. So if there is a situation that's frustrating you, you are being encouraged to cut the cord to that situation. That doesn't mean you leave the situation. It doesn't mean it's just the energetic cords that are keeping you stuck in that situation so that you can move back toward growth, expansion, and joy. You can move back toward growth, expansion, and joy within that situation. You don't have to leave that situation. So I want to make that very clear. They want me to make that very clear. They're not telling you to leave a situation. That's up to you. If you decide to do that, that's up to you. They're never going to actually tell you to do that, I hear. You have free will. But they are encouraging you, especially Archangel Michael, to cut the cords to it, okay? So the energetic cords that are keeping you stuck and keeping you from moving toward growth, expansion, and joy in this situation and in any situation, okay? So Archangel Michael, is speaking, and there is an ascended master that wants to connect with you. That's for you to find out which one it is, okay? So look them up, see which one calls to you, all right? That's your message. It's very clear. You have a beautiful day. Bye-bye. All right, group number 3, we're starting at 717, and I know what that means. It means your magic's being unlocked, so I'm going to say that first, but I'm going to look at it in here so I get the exact message. Your magic is being unlocked. You are in a magical portal which will allow you to manifest your dreams. Stay in alignment with your highest thoughts and feelings in order to usher in big magical changes, okay? So that sets the tone for your reading. If you didn't watch 1 or 2, you'll note that I had to take a big break between 1 and 2 and 3. 2 I just did, very short and sweet. We'll see what your message is. So this is the following message. So this is the message that follows your message from my reading the other day. Now, you can choose to watch that one or not. If you haven't, no big deal. This is the message that follows it. So let's find out what it is. So like the reading I did the other day, we're going to find out where you're at. Apparently you're in a magical portal. And get the message for you, okay? All right. They're all in reverse. Are they meant to be in reverse? They want me to flip them exactly like this. Okay. All right. So you are in a magical portal. This is the first card here, and then they want these 2 here. Okay. So this is the Temperance card and the 2 of Cups. So this represents a perfect partnership. Could be physical, could be spiritual. This represents the spirit world wanting to pour blessings from their cup into yours. It also represents, you know, balance and harmony coming into your situation. This is the 10 of Wands, which means a burden is being lifted. And this is the Ace of Wands, which means, you know, there's an opportunity for transformation and growth here. And this is also the Strength card. So the growth and transformation comes through remembering that your strength is rooted in your compassion, okay? In your ability to be compassionate toward yourself and toward others. That's your strength, okay? So as you enter this magical portal, this is what they want you to know. Yes, the Queen of Cups goes very well in the Empress card. So the Queen of Cups represents the strength for sure. You know, compassionate. She's compassionate. She's the divine feminine, loving, compassionate being. And the Empress is that mother energy, divine mother energy, very, very creative energy. Okay, so remember it said that you're in this magical portal that will help you to create everything you want, and that's definitely the Empress energy. So your strength comes from this, okay, from this divine feminine. All right, the divine feminine is wanting to give you something, wanting to partner with you, and wanting to give you something, wanting to release a burden, lift a burden, give you strength, and help you create, is what I'm hearing. Okay, that's the partnership with the divine feminine. Okay, so that's the magical portal you're in is that part that is bringing you to a partnership with the divine feminine. Okay, makes sense. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. And that will make all of your wishes and dreams come true. This is the Star card. That's wish fulfillment, the biggest wish fulfillment card you can get. The 7 of Pentacles says to persevere in the physical world, in the material world. If you feel like you're on the verge of defeat, you're on the verge of success. Okay, so you are in a great place. You are in a great place. It might not feel like it, given the 7 of Pentacles, but you're really, truly in a great place, okay? So this is the message that follows. There it is. Celebrate life. Beautiful. Dearest you, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were a victim of someone else's actions or of your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. That's why the divine feminine energy is coming in so strong. That is the forgiveness energy. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others, and that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. I'm just going to leave it there. That's very clear. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.